It is not often that you are at a loss of words after a senior speaks. And Panna Radhakrishnan ji was giving his speech in Tamil. I was insistent that Vanati tell me every word he says. And after he was finished with his speech, I looked at CPRG and I said, I don't know whether it was a compliment or a beating. But as Ramini Shankarji said today, that we are all gathered not for the release of a mere book. We are gathered to speak the truth about the persona behind the book. And since Punya Radhakrishnan ji has already called me stubborn or adamant, depending on who was telling me what he was saying, CPR says stubborn, Vanati said adamant. So inspired by Ramani Shankar ji, let me speak the truth. The truth, ladies and gentlemen. Between Punya Radhakrishnan ji and I, we have fought 16 years, and the fight was that Vanati go to Delhi, and Punya Radhakrishnan ji insisted Vanati give her services to the people of Tamil Nadu. I am today proud that after 16 years of a tug of war, Vanati today serves the nation as the national president of the BJP Women's Wing and is a public representative of the people of Tamil Nadu. To Punya Radhakrishnan ji, the gods have been kind to make sure that in this tug of war, to ensure that one of the best karyakartas, and not Mahila karyakartas, but karyakartas, find a space of esteem. God has been kind to keep both our words and both our wishes. When I was invited, there was a presumption that there will be a fiery speech. And then I had the privilege of looking at Rajaji sitting in the audience. I said that if it is fire that we want to speak, we should make sure that he gives his blessings on this dais today. But when we expect fire every time, we need to recognize a few realities. When fire meets Vayu, it is agitated. When it meets earth, it is stopped. When it meets water, it is doused. And when it looks at the sky, fire tries to touch the sky as well to burn it down. And that is why today I am proud as Vanati's colleague that what she has manifested in her entire life as a karyakarta is a reflection of what we call Panch Mahabhut. She is born and attached to her village a life of simplicity, as is the attachment we have with Mother Earth Prithvi. That she has worked effortlessly, tirelessly, without waiting for reward or response, never to be seen many a times, like Vayu. That irrespective of whatever responsibility she is given, she ensures that she conforms to that maryada like water. And when needed, she can fight fire with fire like Agni. But what is God's desire is that her life manifests the name she was given by her family, Vanati, which is Akash Ganga. So we are gathered here today to say that a little bit of the sky has just been made yours. there is still a vast space that you still need to cover. I stand here today complimenting Vanati ji for the audience that has gathered. Apart from BJP leadership, there are three distinct personalities who spoke on this dais. A man who weaves, a man who builds, a lady who serves. I've had the privilege of working with Rajkumar ji for 3 to 4 years. And when he was speaking, and he spoke much about me, I was confused whether the book is about me. But such has been his kindness that not only in issues of policy, but predominantly for building a better Kovai, you have contributed and supported Vanati ji and the Bharatiya Janata Party. For that, you have my gratitude. This is my privilege that I am seated on the dais today with Ramani Shankar ji, who is renowned for his building capacity. That today on this dais, when you complimented Vanati ji, you complimented not only her prowess, but also the capacity of every daughter. That shows your magnanimity. And if you have been kind enough to distribute the book to young women, my plea is this. Vanati is not only the leader of women, she is able to lead men as well. So please distribute the book to young men. And Vanita Mohan ji. In her speech, she spoke about a desire to be heard justly in Delhi. The fact that Vanati could be that bridge of communication between the people of Tamil Nadu and Delhi speaks volumes about her personal value system and what my organization has spent a lifetime in Karyakarta Nirman. The fact that you can oscillate between your responsibilities towards industry and still be industrious enough to serve through an NGO is an example for men and women as to how to balance compassion and commerce. And there could be no better audience to receive and to see for yourself the kind of participative support Vanati has managed to generate in her constituency amongst her own people. Now, Punna Radhakrishnan ji would have you believe that both Vanati and I are very adamant. CPRG has you believe that we both are giant killers. The truth is, CPRG, those two men were hardly giants. But I told Vanati, compliments to you that CPRG is presiding over the function today. CPR, if you ask any medical student, is a terminology used to revive and resuscitate. And Vanati, you have done just that in your constituency. For any politician, especially one who is elected, there are two things which are extremely essential. Family that you are born to or married to, and Parivar, which is the Bharatiya Janata Party. And while you are seated amongst dignitaries in the first row, behind you are seated three very important people. From a perspective of family, your parents, your husband. And from the perspective of Sangathan, our district president Balaji. For a Karyakarta to have family and parivar both backing you is your biggest strength. There is an expectation today that in my visit to Coimbatore, I will give fiery political statements that will find their space tomorrow in the headlines and newspapers. But, before you clap, this moment is a moment to say thank you to Karyakartas. And I say this as a female Karyakarta. I had the privilege of meeting Vanati 16 years ago. And when we met, I said, a leader like you should be with the BJP women's wing in Delhi. She looked at me shocked and she said, I have no space in Delhi. I remember going to her home, meeting her husband and repeating those same words 16 years ago. I may sound prophetic, but when I said it to Punna Radhakrishnan ji, he said, I want to send her to Delhi. As president, it is my greatest desire that the Karyakartas of my state go to the national capital and lead the nation. But what we needed here was to grow our strength as an organization. And that is why today on this dais, I stand to say thank you to the organization and especially the Karyakartas who gave up their own personal ambitions so that the organization and the state can be strengthened, so that the people of Tamil Nadu can be better served. Your sacrifice is something which is an inspiration for many. Again, I go back to me and Vanati being described as fiery. What an Indian woman is capable of, especially when she seeks justice for those she loves, can be best defined by the sacrifice of Kannagi. A woman who searched for justice and when denied could burn down a city. That is the culture of our people, that is the culture of our civilization. That is the strength of Indian women. So Vanati ji, as the book says, Thadai Ondrumalai. I'll slowly get there. Punna Radhakrishnan ji did not read the book for other reasons. I could not read the book because it's in Tamil. But I can only say this. We have a word in Sanskrit called Sihavalokan, which is when a lion has gone a particular path. At one part of the journey, the lion turns around and looks at the journey thus far to see what was achieved, what was lost, to reflect on the journey so that lessons can be learned and a future pathway can be determined. This book is Sihavalokan. You have travelled much far from the village you were born in. But why do I call you the lioness? Not because you defeated Kamal Hassan, because a man was easily defeatable in a TV debate. Must not have been much of trouble at the electoral box. But I call you lioness because in those chapters is the story of a young woman who was accosted by men while she tried to graduate near a bathroom. Boys hiding somewhere, hooting and calling out Vanati's name, teasing her so that they shame her. all because she was trying to go to a bathroom. One may think that the struggles of women are so gigantic that we are not faced with challenges every day in our lives. In the pages of this book, you will find a young Vanati discovering the fire to stand up for herself. The fire to look back at hooligans and say, yes, tell me, what do you want? And that is what I hope for every young girl. Because women who sit here today, Vanati, obviously have gone through much in their own lives. Today we can only pray this, after specially reading the English excerpts of that incident, that no girl is challenged, no girl is besmirched at a place of Vidya, that no woman who wants to succeed and is ambitious is in any way demeaned for pursuing her aspiration. Gentlemen, I say this to you, and elders, this is the blessing I seek for every daughter. Many a times when we congregate in functions like this, people speak about how to empower women and how empowered women redefine womanhood for many a people. But if I am to ask for blessings of elders today, for all the young girls and women who are either here or watching us just now, then this is the blessing I ask. That when she is in the womb of her mother, let she not be killed for just being the girl child. That when she is born, let her be blessed with a family's love who wants to educate her. That when she is educated, let her decide which vocation she wants to undertake, or for that matter, if she wants to be a housewife. And when she gives birth to a child, let her fate not be decided by the gender of the child she gives birth to. And that when she is old, let those she served, those she loved, never forget her care. That she be respected as a daughter, a wife, a mother, all her life. That is all the blessing a woman asks for. If she has such a blessing, then she will live a life empowered. So to all the women and families, I dedicate Vanati's journey and her book. And to Punna Radhakrishnan ji, I am happy, truly proud. Though for disclosure's sake, I am young to both Vanati and Punna Radhakrishnan ji. Vanati keeps calling me Gigi but forgets to tell the audience she's 6 years older. However, I am glad today that you sit here beaming, not as a politician, not as a karyakarta, not as a lawyer, not as an author. You beam today because you're much loved, admired, and you inspire. Congratulations.